Okay, welcome back. We have the 15-mark question. Okay, this is the final question on paper 2, always 15 marks, and no longer do we have the pre-release. You used to get pre-release in January, and you sort of base it on a scenario, and you would sort of study that, and that would prep you for the exam. Now we've just got a 15-mark question. Okay. And it expects you to understand certain programming concepts, certain computational thinking, certainly in terms of iteration, in terms of looping. There'll be quite a lot of that usually in the program. And we'll be doing so with while loops, for loops, and there'll be some decisions to be made as well, if statements, if, else. So if we can wrap all that together, and we'll be using some form of array. But the beauty of it is, it's all in, or it envisages that it's all in one program. Okay, so we're not like a database or reading in CSV files and things. We're envisaging that this, and it looks like it's got a few arrays in here, yeah, that will be written into the program, and it will be read from the program, maybe using different functions to read the information in and out of the arrays, the lists. Okay, so here we go, I'm going to read this to you. The one-dimensional array, clubs, is used to store the names of 12 cricket clubs in a local sports league. The two-dimensional array, statistics, is used to store for each cricket club the number of matches won, matches drawn, and matches lost. And then we've got another one-dimensional array, points, and this is used to store the total points each cricket club has been awarded. The position of any cricket club data is the same in all three arrays. For example, the data in index 2 of statistics and in index 2 of points belongs to the same cricket club in index 2 of clubs. The various matches stores the number of matches played by each team. Each team plays the same number of matches. Points are awarded for a win, 12 points, a draw, 5 points, and a loss, 0 points. Okay, if I try and break this down a little bit for you, we have, I hope you can see this, the three arrays that are listed in this scenario here. I've sort of broken them down for you. I've got a 1D array called clubs, okay? I've got the 12 clubs from 0 to 11, okay? And I've just called them club A, club B, all the way down to club L, okay? 12 clubs. At position 2 here, that would be club C. So in the 2D array, where I've got matches won, matches drawn, matches lost, I've put the index values into each of these three arrays, so you can see that. So club C, at position 2, links through to position 2 here to determine how many games club C has won, drawn, or lost. And then this links through here, to this position. This array stores the total points awarded to each cricket club corresponding to the position in the club. So we've got points, for club C. Okay, so that's what will be stored there. So what have we got to do? We've got to write a program that meets the following requirements. Okay, come over here. It allows the number of matches played to be inputted and stored with a maximum of 22 matches. Okay, it validates the number of matches played. Okay, so we're looking for something in between 1 and 22. Allows the names of the cricket clubs to be inputted and stored. Okay, in this array here. So as I say, I've called my club A all the way to club L. Call it whatever you want. If you're in the UK, you might want to call it Cricket Ground, Edgbaston, Twickenham, or you might want to call it Yorkshire, Lancashire. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. Allow the number of matches won, drawn, or lost to be inputted, okay, and stored for each team. Validate the number of matches won, drawn, or lost against the number of matches played. Ask the user to re-enter the number of matches won, drawn, or lost if the total does not match the number of matches played. Calculate and store the total number of points for each club. Find the cricket club or clubs with the highest number of points. So we're going to be looking at this array. Output the names or names of the winning clubs or club. the number of wins and the total number of points awarded. Okay, you must, here we go, use pseudocode, or some kind of variant on pseudocode, because all pseudocode is different. Yeah, they're not too fussed at IGCSE, they're not too fussed about it. As long as it's sort of understand, I'll show you some reasons why in a moment, because it does say you must use pseudocode or program code, okay? And add comments to explain how your code works. You do not need to declare any arrays of variables. You may assume that these have been done already, but you need to produce suitable messages for all the inputs and outputs contained. So, we'll start. Allow the number of matches played to be inputted and stored with a maximum of 22 matches. Okay, let's have a little look at that. Okay, where's it going to be stored first of all? It's going to be stored in the clubs array. Yeah. So we can either use a repeat until, or we could use a while loop for this. But because it's pseudocode, I'm going to go a repeat. It's always tricky to know where to start. But the nice thing about these new questions, and I'm hoping this is going to continue with the new syllabus, is that it is step by step all the way through. Okay, so we're going to repeat until, or what we're going to repeat? We're going to repeat matches, yeah, equals, or if you want to be right about it, we can do this if you wanted to. Yeah, repeat matches is an input. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, input, and I need a message. Enter. Yeah, here we go. Enter number of matches played. 2 lines, it's not going to matter, in fact. Yeah. Enter number of matches played. And I'm going to put maximum 22. Okay? Put some more brackets in there. So, it's maybe not the pseudocode you used to, but this is sort of the way I'm thinking of it. Matches has been assigned input, enter number of matches played, maximum of 22. Okay? But what are we going to do? That's what we're going to do. Yeah? But we're going to go until what? Until matches is greater than or equal to 1 and matches. Be aware that when you're doing it until matches is greater than or equal to 1, yeah, and matches is less than or equal to 22, we've still got to use the word matches, because some of you, I don't think it's going to make a significant difference, but you should be putting until matches is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to 22 is your default, what you'd think, but no, you need to put the word matches in twice. But that ticks that one. So we've done that one. Okay. So repeat matches. So we're going to input, and I've done a little bit of validation until. Okay. The number's got to be greater than 1 or equal to 1, greater than 1 or equal to 1, and less than or equal to 22. Okay. So that's step 1 done. Okay, that covers 1, and I think follow the number until. Okay, well, I'm going to say that's about right. Yeah, so that's 1 and 2. Step 3 here. Allow the names of the cricket clubs to be inputted and stored. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Because we're doing this one, I would use a for I in range, and I would go round, yeah, from 0 to 11 times. You can't really use a while loop on this. No, I think a for I in range would be better. So we're inputting these club names. This is what we're trying to do with this one. Okay, part 3. Okay, so for I, and it's similar to Python, yeah. So this is number 3. For I, and then we can put from, because it's pseudocode, from 0 to 11. I suppose I've got to comment this as well, haven't I? Loop through all 12 clubs. Not best pay in the world, that one. Back to this one. So for I from 0 to 11, clubs, I think it's what we called it, isn't it? Yeah, clubs. But then I'm going to go, what am I going to do here? I'm going to use I, this thing here, I'm going to use I as my index. Let's do it this way. Input, enter a cricket club. But we need to have something more than that, okay? So I'm going to go plus index plus 1, okay? Plus quote marks. Okay, so for I, from 0 to 11, loop through all 12 clubs. Clubs, the index value, input, enter a cricket club, and then plus, basically it's saying what number that club is. So I is its position, where it would be basically club number 1. Yeah, so position 0, we've got club number 1. Okay, and then we've got a little plus. I've just put a little colon because it's going to appear as a message. Okay, so that's going to loop through and go through all the clubs and we can enter them. Okay, and it's storing it in the array, clubs. So that one's done. Allow the number of matches won, drawn, and lost to be inputted and stored. Now, this is a big one, isn't it? Okay, this is a big one. Where am I up to? Allow the number of matches. So again, we're going to do exactly the same. Just so again, I'm going to use for I from 0 to 11. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We're going to input and validate the matches. So we're going to do another repeat until, I think it'll just about fit in. Step in and repeat. I'm going to repeat, but I'm going to create 3 variables now for win, lose, and draw. So won, loss, and draw. Okay, so I'm going to repeat. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable called won, and 1 is going to equal input, enter matches 1 for clubs position I, clubs and position, use that same thing again. Yeah, where am I? Use this. Clubs, sorry, not clubs. Yeah, use that. Plus, how we're going to do a similar sort of thing to this. I'm just going to put a colon in there. Okay, repeat 1 input matches 1 for the club. Okay, so it's going to repeat until what? Until 1 is greater or equal to 0. Okay, this is sort of validating number of matches won, lost, and played. So repeat until 1 is greater than or equal to 0, and remember we've got to use 1 again. 1 is less than or equal to matches. Okay, because allow the number of matches won, drawn, or lost to be inputted and stored in each team, and then we validate it. Okay, so until 1 is greater than or equal to 0, and 1 is less than or equal to the matches that have been played. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Then we're going to have to repeat that 3 times for won, draw, or loss. So. And then we're going to go again, repeat. Okay, drawn, another variables, equals, input, enter, matches, drawn, plus, we'll put a little quote in there. Okay, until. This is exactly the same until drawn is less than or equal to matches. Okay? And then finally, we've got repeat, loss, matches, loss for, plus, I'll go to clubs, index position, plus a little quote mark. Okay, until, don't forget your until. The loss, yeah, is less than or equal to matches. So that's inputting and validating the matches. Okay, input and validate matches. Okay, so where are we now? Need to validate the total number of matches. Okay, yeah, total does not match. So ask the user to re-enter the number of matches won, drawn, or lost if the total does not match the number played. Okay, so I'm going to do another repeat until, because I like these. Yeah, repeat what? If, this is my validation. If 1 plus drawn plus loss, yeah, and does not equal, I can't remember it as a pseudocode, in Python it's like that. If 1 loss draw does not equal matches, then, yeah, 1 draw, then, I need to output a message. Yeah. What we're going to output? Well, we're going to output total number of matches. Yeah. Total number of matches must equal plus, must equal what? Must equal matches. Okay. So a team that has played 22 matches, so out of those 22 matches, they may have drawn some, they may have lost some, they may have won some. So but that total has got to add up to the total number of matches, yeah, that have been played. So let's have some quotes on the end. Mine's gone. Okay, so we've got an if repeat, and then I'm going to just end. Yeah, end the if statement. Okay, until what? Yeah, repeat that until, this is my validation, 1 plus drawn plus loss equals matches. Okay, so repeat that until we get the total 1 drawn or loss equals matches. Okay, that's me validating total number of matches. Okay, right, what's next? So validate the number of matches won, drawn against the number of matches played. Yeah, tick, tick. Ask the user to re-enter the number of matches won, drawn, or lost if the total does not match. Yeah, we've asked them to do that. Now then, we need to calculate and store the total number of points for each club. It calculates and stores the total number of points for each club. Okay, finds the cricket club or club with the highest number of points. Okay, outputs the name or names of the winning club. So let's do this one, calculate and store the total number of points for each club. I think what we're going to have to do is use, so now we're going to be working with this, statistics. Okay, we're going to need to work with statistics. Calculate, where are we? Calculate and store the total number of points for each club. Okay, so we need to do this. What are we going to do? We're going to store statistics in the statistics array. How are we going to do that? Statistics, yeah, a position index value, yeah, but remember we've got 3 different, in statistics it's a 2D array, so we've got 3 different columns. So let's start with 0, okay, our first column, and this is going to equal 1, okay, And then statistics, let's just work through these. Statistics, index value 1 is going to store drawn, I think, did it? Yeah, sure it did. And statistics, index 2 is going to store loss. That's where we're storing things, okay? So now we need to calculate points for each club. So let's do that. Calculate points array for each club. Okay? Hashtags it now. Then it does all that code. So what do we do next? Well, we need to look at the points array and the index values in there. Keep referring to the index values, okay? And this equals 1 times 12, okay? Because there's 12 different potentials for win, plus drawn times 5, plus loss times 0, okay? I'll calculate the total number of points. So now what I need to do is find the club with the highest point. So now if I do this, I believe, okay, so calculate and store the total number of points for each club. Find the cricket club or clubs with the highest number of points, okay? Yeah, and then I'll put the names of the cricket. So let's do find the cricket club or clubs with the highest number of points. How are we going to do that? We're going to use some, we're going to set some values to 0. Let's have a little look at this. Just put a little note here. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to find club with highest point. Okay. How are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to set, okay, a variable called max points. Max point is going to use points, index, yeah. Then, let's call it max points. And then I'm going to go winning club equals clubs, yeah, and again, referring to the position. So we're going to need to use some kind of a for loop to work through the points array. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, to work through the points array, to calculate which one, looking through the array, has got the most points in it. So based on that, I'm going to go for, yeah, I, yeah, my index value from what? 1 to 11, okay? 0 to 11, 1 to 12. But it doesn't, yeah, it's got to be up to, from up to, okay? For I from 1 to 11, if points, yeah, in the index position, yeah, is greater than, using this, max, which is currently at 0, we've not added anything to it yet, max points, okay, so position 0 is set at. If the points, whichever index value as we go through it, is greater, then it's going to put that position, okay, it's going to adjust the position, okay, greater than max points, then, and I know I'm using uppercase and lowercase, then max points, yeah, the max points is going to equal, or going to be assigned the value, okay, it's going to be assigned the value points as index value. Okay, so whatever's been stored at the index value for the one that's got the greatest points at the moment, yeah, it's going to be stored in max points. That number is going to be stored in max points. Okay, winning club, yeah, is going to equal clubs. Okay, again, index position, update, winning club. But we need some validation, so else if, okay, else if, so back to referring to this, okay, so back to referring to this, else if points, okay, equals, this time equals max points, then equals max points, then winning club, yeah, equals winning club, yeah, winning club equals winning club plus, comma, clubs index. Okay, so winning clubs equals winning clubs plus clubs index. Okay, so it's telling me where the winning club is. Okay, so that is basically adding to winning club. Okay, so we've done all the information. It's quite a long one. We've found the correct clubs and clubs with the highest number of points. All we need to do now is output the name or names, so it's a nice, easy bit to finish. Okay, output the names or names of the winning clubs or clubs, the number of wins, and the total number of points awarded. So we're going to be reading from either the variables or, in the case of the points, yeah, the wins, total number of points, we're going to be reading the total number of points from the statistics database. Okay, so, okay, and then we'll go back through and I'll talk about the variables. We're going to be doing some outputs. Okay, and if I remember rightly, let's put this down here. Output, number one, what do we need to output? Put a little message. I think it's a winning club, isn't it? The winning club, yeah, is what? Where do we store the information about the winning club? It's basically plus that variable I created called winning club. Okay? So that's the first output. Winning club equals whatever I stored, yeah, in winning club. Link through to clubs index. Okay, and then output. What do we need to know next? The total number of wins. Okay, total wins. Yeah. Put some of those in. Now we're going to refer to the statistics database. Statistics. Okay, but what are we going to refer to? We're going to refer to the index value, okay, and the position, okay, and that's going to output wins for winning club. Okay, total win statistics, yeah, that's all right. And then finally, I'm going to output the total points awarded. Yeah, plus max points. That's it. Pretty sure that's it. Let's zoom out a lot. Let's see what we've got. Just see how big. Yeah. Oh my word. See, so that's quite a lot of code there, isn't it? So let's go through it. Okay, we're going to start with a repeat until the matches has been assigned a value, input, enter number of matches and played with a maximum, just as a little bit of validation in this comment, maximum of 22 matches. Until the matches is greater than or equal to 1 and matches is less than or equal to 22. Okay, and then we're going to loop through all 12 clubs. So for I, from 0 to 11, clubs index equals input, enter a cricket club. So we're going to give all the clubs the names, okay? Yeah. And we're going to give, once we put the club name in, we're going to give it a little number. It's not going to be the index number, it's going to say club 1 is this club. And then for I, from 0 to 11, repeat, 1 equals, we're going to input and validate the matches. 1 equals input, enter matches, 1 for for the club, okay? Until 1 is greater than or equal to 0 and 1 is less than or equal to the matches, okay? Repeat for drawn, repeat for loss. So we're inputting and validating the matches. And then we're going to do this one, repeat. If 1 plus drawn plus loss does not equal matches, this is our validation, yeah, then output total number of matches must equal matches, okay? And if until 1 plus drawn plus loss equals matches, okay? We've got to store our statistics, yeah, in 1 drawn or loss in whichever position they're going to go into. And the points, 1 is 12, drawn 5, loss is 0, okay? So max points equals points, winning club equals club, but then we're going to add to this, okay? So for I in range, looping through the clubs, if points index position is greater than max points, then max points equals whatever was at that index position in points. Winning club equals whatever club is in the same index position. Else if points of that index position equals max points, then winning club equals winning club. Just put a little comment in there, clubs, okay? The winning club is a particular club, okay? That's the variable we're talking about. Output the winning club gives us the winning club is this, okay? Output total wins is whatever the statistics are shown, okay? And output total points awarded equals that variable I created there called max points. Okay. There's not really, a little bit of if and else, yeah? A little bit of decision, not a lot, okay? It's mainly, as you can see here, while loops or repeat until loops. Okay, another for loop in there. Okay, so get your heads round. My recommendation is get your heads round iteration, while loops and for loops, and how these are constructed in pseudocode. But as the exam question says, go in here. Okay, you must use pseudocode or program code and add comments to explain. Okay, and is important, or program. I mean, I've used a mixture of both, so yeah, I think you'd be all right. Okay? And that, I don't know whether it'll get us the full 15 marks, I think you potentially would. Pick through it. Try and answer these now in a step-by-step manner, okay? Try and refer to, yeah, and if you want to draw these out, that's fine. If you want to, although it says you don't have to, I used to do this, I've stopped doing this now with students, but if you want to declare your arrays, and just to tell us what's in it, you can either draw them out or you could have a little think when you're doing your planning, what are you going to use in terms of variables, i.e. matches, i.e. max points, one loss or draw, maximum minimum, okay? It's entirely up to you. But I hope that's made things a little bit clearer. I've got a little bit of a sweat on. It's 35 degrees outside. And I've turned the AC off so you can hear me. But hopefully that helps. Keep practicing, keep going through it, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Bye for now. Please continue to ask questions, leave your comments, hit notifications, and please subscribe. And finally, if you wish to buy me a coffee, I'd be truly grateful. Please visit buymeacoffee.com/learning zone. Thank you very much indeed. See you next time. Bye for now.